Hey, it's me. Today is Saturday, and we are in the Artsy Rose group, 4 o'clock every week. This week, we are doing birch trees. It's on a little piece of canvas here. I'll explain to you how to do it. It's simpler than it looks. I tried doing it on heavy-duty watercolor paper, and I was going to use it on my cards, my ATC cards. And as you know, when I do watercolor and you use washi tape, any kind of tape, it will rip it off. Well, with acrylic paint, it's a little worse. So, oops, there's paint on me. Anyways, so I decided I had these little canvases. That's what I'm going to do. In the meantime, anybody that's in my group, I wanted to show you something. If you're doing ATCs, turn this around. That's artist trading cards. You see this right here? This is this. It's a piece of material I got last year from the Dollar Tree, and this one is too. I just took a picture of it, put it on black and white on my copier, and I got another piece of these. Will probably go into the group next month for your ATCs or any kind of art that you're doing. If you're doing just multimedia, I got some new stuff to put in too, so that'll be in the first October, all Halloween-y stuff. Got some pretty cool stuff. You can see I made a card out of it. Wonky this one up a little bit. Then these are in the back too, so you can write down what you did. So just to let you know, I thought you'd find it interesting. And then another thing that you might find interesting is I told you that Mod Podge makes me sick. I have to wear a mask. Anyways, Deco Art, probably backwards, makes a decoupage glue. I forgot about it. I had it in my I told you, I've been going through all my stuff. So if you're interested, when you're out buying your paints, look for this too. It might be in the glue section, I'm not sure. This I actually bought right from the company online. All right, so now, hey, Cindy. So I'm going to open up this little dollar store canvas. And what I did was I taped it. Where the trees are, where these trees are, they're taped. And I use washi tape, and you can use regular tape because it's the canvas is a little tougher than watercolor paper because it just ripped right out. I mean, it was a mess. I have it here somewhere. It just wouldn't stay on. Look what it did. It just ripped right off. So that's not good. That's heavy duty paper. Because with watercolor, it'll do that sometimes too. So the acrylic, you got to sponge it on, and it didn't work. So canvas is better. Just regular canvas. And then I used washi tape. You could probably use any kind of tape you want. And then I sponge it on with a little household sponge. And then I pulled the tape off. Then I took a card, and I went like this for the little trees. So we're going to do that. Then I finished it off with a pen, or you could use a small like a, I don't know, I can't get the word out of my mouth today. Pasta pen. So I get the center. Okay, let me see if you're up here, guys. Refresh. I'm going to be getting a new laptop. The laptop is fine, all except like the one end. It has a mark in it now. It's going. Time to go. All right, so I'm up there. You love birch trees? Me too. All right, so put this away. So that's just some more ideas to, if you got some material that has designs on it you like, it could be anything. Take a picture. Now, if you haven't got a copier, Barb, one of our people, Barb, says she goes to the library. I thought that was quite clever. And they'll do copies for her. I'm sure it's free or not expensive. So you can kind of design. I got 4 here. But you could put any way that you want. I like to cross one. I don't know about you, but I like to cross one. Well, this is a thin one, so I'm going to do this one right here. Any kind of tape will work. Could do it on a bigger canvas. You might want to do, like maybe masking tape or something bigger. This is kind of small. This washi's a little bit bigger. Washi tape. I have a whole box of them. They come in different sizes. Use them for decorating and my junk journals and my all kinds of stuff. I got them in. Use it. They're great for like if you're doing a journal and you want to do it for edging. Great for edging. All right, come on. Doesn't want to stay on today. Didn't want to stay on this one. Why? Why? Stayed on that other one. Well, gonna give me a hard time. Let me get some water. Maybe it's not sticky enough. I've had these a while. Let me just dampen these up. They're like a paper. So sometimes you gotta mess with them a little bit. So right here more. Yeah, that's better. A little water. So my water isn't very clean. Yeah, I don't think this sticking on this canvas as well, but it's getting on there. I got it on there. I got some regular tape too. I'm going to tape these ends down. Well, I didn't have such a hard time on the other one. Okay. So I'm going to tape this one down too. And I'm going to tape that other one down. Shouldn't be so hard, guys. But we could do one with this tape too. We could do a thick one. That'll work. Because this is a bigger canvas. Let's do this one over in this corner. I'm thinking masking tape might work better, but I am out of it. I bought some thin stuff, and guess what? It ain't so good. It was thicker. I never seen. I think it's for like it's industrial or something. I don't know. It's not quite right. Let's do this one up and down too. We're gonna have to tape this on because this ain't staying. Get it as straight as you can. This like really helps keep the birch trees straight. Oops, wrong one. So I think you get the idea. So funny. It's stuck right beautiful to the heavy duty watercolor paper, but it it took half the paper up. All right, so I think you get the idea. When I did the sponging, it should keep it down. So I did a combination of your orange and yellow in the middle first. I wet the sponge a little bit, wet it. Orange and yellow combination, mostly orange. And I kind of did like the trees would be like right here. Gonna have to hold these down. Right here. Orange. I did a little blue up in the top like there'd be sky there, but you can just do the whole thing yellow and orange. You don't have to get real fancy. And I did a little green because I figured there's some trees in there. Leave some space in between. And then on the bottom, I did mostly green with a little yellow. You're going to pick up some colors in your paint from the sponge anyways, which is good. You're going to pick up some of those yellows and greens and oranges that you already had in there. So I'm going to kind of bring them up into this foliage. You can hit it with more once you get everything where you want it. You can even do your sides a little bit. I'm going to pick up some more of that. I got like the pumpkin orange on here, or spiced orange. A little yellow. So leave some out in the back. Some out, a little yellow here. Orange. A little more orange, I think. And then I want some more blue up on the top. Just because, you know, I feel like there's a little sky up there. So just a little bit of blue. I get some more on my palette. Still gonna have some orange in there, but get some blue up here, and this one corner will look like there's a little sky, sky poking through. Stay there, stay there. And I'm going to do this side like a combination of that green and blue and yellow. Right here. But you can do whatever you want, like I said. A little more green here. More orange there. Oops. If you're getting too much, you can take your paper towel and go like that. I'll put a little more yellow on that. You could use a paper towel too if you haven't got a sponge to use. All right, so now I'm going to pull these off. You should have a pretty straight line. Oh. The ones, okay. Now you can fix up your edges with a little bit of white if you want to, but I'm going to put black on these for the birch anyways, and I did use a card. Any kind of card will do, and I went and I did black, just straight black, and you can come in here like this and make your edge like that. You don't have to do no more white paint. Just kind of drag it over a little bit. And run it through. Don't want the whole thing, just some. Do both sides too. Don't worry about it, you can still fix it. This I kind of left a piece out because of the tape, but we'll fix it. It's a painting, you can do that. All right, so I think you got the idea there. And now let's do some fixing up. And now you could take some of those colors that you used and you can kind of come in and adjust anything that doesn't look right. Up on the top here, I did a little bit of blue, so I'm going to kind of just fix that part up. Fix this part up. You can take a small black brush, small as you got. Let's see what I got here. Thought I had some smaller than that. Let me see what this one. This one's pretty small. Pointy, you know, round brush. And I'm gonna kind of fix this one up here too. Just make a few lines here and there. You don't really have to do this, but I feel like it makes it look a little more even if you got like these. They have like a, if you guys have ever seen the bark, they kind of peel. And they kind of separate these two. Okay. What's on here? Yeah, washi tape. But for some reason it wasn't sticking too good, but sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. But I think it's this canvas because the other one is stuck real good too, and that's the ones without the backing. It's just flat. So just let you know that. I wouldn't use the, it didn't do so good. I wouldn't use the heavy duty watercolor paper. Now I'm going to take some black and I'm going to make little arms off this. I'm just going to go like this. Pretty small, not too big. And make tree limbs. You start from the bottom and go out. I did them in white first. It didn't work out so good. You can add the white later. This one's a bigger tree, so you might want to do a bigger branch. A little thicker. You could do some like this way, across the trees. You'll see a standee. Sometimes they grow pretty close together. Let's do one here too. So that's basically all you gotta do. You can get fancy and do a lot of other stuff to this, but I was thinking if you want to make it a Halloween one, I got some stickers. So I got some more stuff I'm gonna put out in October that you can download, and there's some little pumpkins, and there's like little bats and stuff you could cut and glue on here. So now you just get fussing it up a little bit. I'm just kind of lightly brushing it a little bit, not too heavy. Evening up the lines a little bit. You shouldn't have to do too much if the tape's on there pretty good, but this wasn't too much. All right. Now on some of them, I'm going to pick up some white with the small brush, and I can go back and kind of whiten these limbs up a little bit if you want to. One right here too, because I didn't like the way that little blotchy one came out. We'll put one right here. A little black in that. So that was pretty simple, huh? I actually had done these many times, but years ago. They were quite the thing there for a few years. I actually got a painting that I did actually I think earlier last year, but I seen this again in a reel. I said, I forgot about those. They're pretty simple to do, I think. So that's pretty much it, guys. How about easy or what? All right, turn around and show you. Isn't that cool? And then I did these on the little, they have some smaller canvases, smaller than this. But these actually, if you're doing ATC with somebody, these will fit in an envelope. I've mailed these out before. There's also half sizes. I think this is, oh, it doesn't say 5 by 7, but I think there's some smaller than this, like 3 by 5. This is all I got left right here. I cleaned everything out. I'm trying to use up this stuff, but don't do it on the cardstock because it's not going to work. All right, and then I did this one. And then what I want to talk to you about, I can do this on a cardstock, is you guys know I do Essential Stencil. I have another pack of these somewhere, but I have, get out. These are a great size if you're going to do ATC. I have St. Patrick's Day. You get 6 in each one. Now some of these are old. I have Easter, and I've got other ones. And I have one with like a witch's head in it. And I forget what else. I think there's a pumpkin. It's up there. I got to find it. But just so you know, if you guys want to order, I'm not sure if this one, I think this is still in there. But these are great size. And they're actually a tag. So if you were doing the wooden tags or anything similar, they have the whole. And you don't have to use the whole thing. You could use maybe the bats or something. But I just want to tell you that because I said, you know, these are a great size for ATC. So, And then, of course, they run sales. If you want to wait after a holiday, the deals are really good. And you always put Diana Deals, D-I-A-N-A-D-E-A-L-S, Diana Deals, large case, and you get another 10% off. Now I make a little bit, not much. So just let you know that. I thought you'd like to know that. I might put it down in the bottom part. See what else. Now next week, will be pretty close to the first, right? Where's my... Hold on, I gotta get this up there again. We'll be pretty close. Let's see, what's today's date? It's the 20th, right? Next week is Creative Week, so I'm not doing anything in the other group. But right after that is beginning of October, and I usually put out a calendar for them. But I will start putting in some more Halloween stuff into the guide section, which is up on the top. If you haven't been over here in a few days, I just put a whole bunch of stuff in there, guys, for you guys. And I got more. I spent one morning 4 hours just looking for stuff that I could download for free, most of it, so that you guys can make your cards and do multimedia. I'll be putting these in next month. The skulls are still kind of big. And I got a bunch of other stuff. I got some drawing. I got drawing pictures or coloring pages and lots of good stuff. And there's also like little, I didn't put these in yet. These will go in. They have sayings on them so you can cut them out and put them on your cards or your artwork. I put these in already. You can put them on the back of your cards. I put these in already for the back of your cards. It says ATC trading card, and you can put on the title of it, your name, the artist, the date, contact if you want to trade again, and what the series, maybe you did a series of them, or just the name of it. I also put some cats in and some fun stuff, so make sure you go over there and look, guys. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Okay, we're doing our challenges next week. So anybody that has done any kind of artwork that's fall related will win. 1 or 2 people will win something. Best work or best amount of work, like if you do 3 or 4, if you do all of them. On the list, it's up in the featured area, up in the top, will win a prize. And anybody in the ATC group, if you've seen the list, every month I got a theme, and at the end of the month, so far only one person sent me a card. I'm sending her a card back, and that's Kathy, so you got it till end of next week. And then I have one, I think it's Halloween for October, and fall pumpkins for November, and anything Christmas. So you can do them anytime you want, but that's kind of the deadline for each thing. And then I'll be pulling names at the end of each month for that too, for prizes. But anybody that sends me a card gets a card back and possibly could win something. If you're the only one that does it, that's fine. You get a prize. So anyways, that's it for tonight, or this afternoon. Kind of a quickie, but I'm hoping you learned a few things. And adorable. It's adorable. I think you're the only one up here. Let me refresh. Sometimes the other night when I was having problems finding stuff on this internet, I must have had 15 people on here. So later I went to read it, answer questions. It showed 4 people after. But then on here, on the laptop, I had like 12 or something on here. I had 12 on here, like 5 on there. So I don't know what they're doing. Anyways, that's it for tonight. And I will see you guys next Thursday, if not before that. But I'll be adding on a day again after, probably a morning. I'm not a morning person, but 10:30, 11 o'clock. I haven't decided. I'll let you know. It'll be out in my advertisements. Have a great afternoon. If you guys do any of these birch trees, I want to see them. So easy peasy. Cute, right? Somebody's going to win one of these. This is going to go in my prize bucket over here. All right, guys. So like I said, have a great afternoon. I hope inspiration finds you wherever you go. And you guys make lots of great art. Make great art. And I'll see you later. All right, bye. Thanks for visiting.